Good afternoon and welcome. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday. And if you've been here before, you know that is time to use it or lose it. It's the day of the week where I tackle my piles of things that I have saved for some reason, and now it's time to use it up, or toss it out, or redonate. So today I want to play with envelopes. I saw a video, I believe it was Wendy's Journal Adventure, which now is called Mima Makes, I think her channel is. And she made hinged pockets out of envelopes. So I picked out some tall envelopes. One that's from my optician. A couple of years back I got my prescription for my glasses in here, and then some unused envelopes I had in my stash. Often in the thrift stores you can pick up a whole plastic bag of envelopes, and some of them are old and lovely, and some of them are brand spanking new and has one of these had, you know, the peel off sticking thing. So yeah, and I thought, why not use them to do something else, because they have been in my stash for a long time and I want to do something with them. So I'm gonna try and make my version of the hinged pockets. And what I want to use is these envelopes. I'm gonna use some fabric to hinge, and I might decorate a few of them as well. So let's get started. I am going to see where my glue stick is. I'm going to start by closing up the envelopes. So here I just peel off the tape, and I think I am going to use the glue stick as well, because I don't know how old the glue is on the envelope. There we go. And I'm gonna do all of these. I hope I have time to finish them. Glue paper. As I said, I hope I have time to finish them all, but if I don't, I have a bunch of hinged pockets to decorate and put in my journals. And I am going to cover these, of course, because brand really white envelopes is not something I would put in my journals, I think. I might do, but yeah. There we go. And the last one had one of those as well, so I'm just gonna, just in case, run my glue stick there. There we go. So now our bases are done. Let's continue to make these into the shapes I want them. And for that I am going to use my guillotine cutter. So I want to cut it. And I don't want the halves to be equally big. I kind of want... Oh, I got a hair in there. Sorry. That's not good. Well, I'm just eyeballing. I don't measure. I just eyeball. Because if I start measuring, I have to do the math thing. And no, I do not want to do the math thing. So here we have an instant pocket, as you can see. And here is another one. And you can do these in several ways, so I'm going to do them in several ways. So here we have one. Then let's do another one. And just once again doing a little crease here, and I'm going to go with my cutter about there. There's two bases. 3. This will be so much fun. I love having pockets and things to add to my journals. You could probably do this an easier way, but well, you do you, I guess. There we go. We have done the cutting. I'm just going to get one thing. Give me 1 second. I just wanted to get my punch because I'm going to make notches in these pockets later. Yeah, so let's start by decorating them. So these will be hinged together. Checking that I didn't glue anything shut. But I will cover them up first. And to cover them, I have a bunch of 6x6 papers that I picked out, fairly neutral, and all of them are white on the back. So using up my 6x6 papers, yay! Some of them are in more spring colors, and some of them are in other kind of colors. So I'm just see what I can use with what, which go well together. Or maybe I can use book pages on one and this on the other. That's a good idea. Book page, yes. I'm standing up to find a book. Here's one from 1863. Let's use that. Oh, that was fun. A fun image. Maybe we shouldn't use that. So we want to glue that down, and then let's use this one for the other one. Yes, that will be kind of fun. Let's start with that. And I'm going to leave the back blank or bare or whatever you want to say, because I'm probably going to glue this down onto a page. So I am using my Tombow Mono Glue Stick Professional to glue down the book page. This isn't so gooey, if that's a term. It's sticky but not gooey. Straight-ish. And I'm going to just flatten that out and let it dry before I cut it off again. Cut off the edges. And then I'm probably going to put a flower or a Timmy fussy cutter or something. Just seeing where there's my opening. And I want to glue this down here. And if any of the edges lift up, I am going to use my art glitter glue to even out to glue it down. Make sure it sticks even more. There we have it. Still have a pocket here. That's great. And I will not cover the back of this. I believe that Wendy did. She covered the back of at least one of them. And she used digitals I don't use digitals, so I'm gonna use what I have, of course. Yeah, let's see if we can cut these. I don't know where to start. Yes. Perfect. I hope it's straight-ish. That will go into my glue pile. There we go, and we still have an opening here. That's really good. I hope I'm in frame, by the way. I just realized that I didn't check that before. Sorry about that. I'm just going to do one to show you, and then I will streamline the process. So this is what it's going to look like. And I want to make a notch, and I want the notch to be on the same place. So I just make them even in on the top, and I get my circle punch. This is my big circle punch. It's 2 inches. And I'm just going to eyeball the center and make a notch. Boom. Getting rid of that offcuts. And now I'm going to do the hinge to show you what this is all about. Let's see where my fabric went. I'm using the leftover pieces of cotton sheets that I had. I got them thrifting, and I used some of it for, I'm just tearing strips, some of it for hinges, and some of it for decoration, and I used it for sewing in signatures and all the kind of stuff. And I have off-cut pieces here, so. And for that I am going to use, which one? Maybe I should use the Aline's tacky glue. I think it's good with fabric. So I'm just applying some of it and using my little silicone makeup spatula brush thingy. That's the professional term if you want to know. And then I even it out a bit, and I am going to just plop this down. You could tea dye the fabric. You can use any type of fabric that you want. And then I'm going to do the other side. This is a bit taller than the fold, but I don't mind. That is a really nice double pocket, and that goes on top of a page. This is self-explanatory. You glue this down on 3 sides or 2 sides, and you have a top spot behind, you have a pocket here, and you can open it up, and hidden journaling back here. And then I'm going to decorate it when I put it in a journal, or when I'm done with all of them. So that's the process. Let's continue. With the rest of the envelopes. And I want to make a few different types here. You can also put the opening towards that side if you like, and you have one pocket, side pocket, and one top pocket, or you can do one pocket here and pocket here. Also, you could have this one top loading, this one side loading, and then behind as well. That's a good one. Let's do that. And I want to use, is this the pattern that you call gingham, by the way? I got confused all of a sudden. I like this pale pink pattern. Maybe I want to do these two. So let's glue on this one, just feeling so that I don't have any glue left on my glue page. In that case, I need to get rid of it. Oops. Just making sure that I'm close to the edge, using a little very dirty tool to smooth it out and get rid of any air bubbles. And then I'm going to do this one. Did I get this the right way now? Yes, I did. That one I want this way. Too many thoughts in my head at one time. So I'm really happy here. I'm using up envelopes. I have many envelopes, and I'm using up 6x6 papers, which we did, I don't know if we did it last week or the week before, but we did it recently as well. And I'm happy because I have too many, and I cannot buy any until I use up what I have. So that's one. Let's make, I'm gonna get another book instead of this. I'm gonna see if I can find another one up here. Reaching up. Ooh, I love this one. I have my German 1838, I believe it was. This is from. Really lovely. Let's see if it fits. No, it doesn't. Maybe that way. Yeah, I can use it if I do a side tack. Maybe I should get another one. This one, maybe the Chaucer one would work. Yes, it could. Question is, do I want to use the index? It works. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna once again glue on the envelope, and then I'm going to plop it on here. Go. Lovely. So these will be cut. And what do I want on this side? this little one. And which way do I want it? Let's see, we made this one up. This one is sideways and up. And let's make it the other one. So this one is up, and let's make this one sideways then. Should I do the pink one? Or maybe the blue grid one? Yes, let's make that one. So I'm using the envelope. And all these offcuts that will come out of this will go into my collage masterboards to give them a bit more color. Which they sometimes need. There we have the other one. So we have these two together and these two. And now we have two envelopes left, so I want to use these because they are so great in color together. I believe it's the same, and I think I want to do one on the back and one on the front. This could even go into a masculine journal, I think, and that will be coming soon, I believe. I have collected many things that could go into a masculine journal. So I want that one on the striped. And I want it all the way up into the corner. Here we go. And as I said, we will cut those later. When they have dried off a bit, we will cut them. There we go. Perfect, and let's see the last one. What do we want? Do I want the papers or do I want... Oh, wait. I have over here, let's see. This is the big book that I cut my spring flowers from. You remember when I did my spring journals recently? So I cut it out of this. All the images are really big and bold and easy to cut. And I know I have some roses. Yes, here are the roses. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. And I am thinking that maybe one of these could fit on top of a big envelope. On the big piece. Wouldn't that be cool? On the big one? One of the roses. Question is which one, because this, you know, this choice. All of them are, since the pages are double-sided, you have to choose which one you're gonna use. And oh, there's a blue one. And these are excellent for fussy cutting as well. Oh, I just love them. Roses are my favorite. I'm sorry, I'm just mesmerized by all the beautiful roses. I should just choose one and be quiet. Maybe I could... Yes, let's use this one. That would be perfect. So I'm gonna use that one for one of my envelope pieces, and I'm gonna use my X-Acto blade to just cut it out of the book. Gently, trying not to cut too many pieces, but this is just a cut up book. I seldom use the images as folios in my journals. I didn't want to take the entire page, which would have been so much easier, but well, you can't always be smart, right? Sorry about the banging. Now I can cut it out. Or maybe I should just glue it first, as I did with the other ones. Yes, I'm gonna glue on here, put glue on the envelope, and then I'm gonna plop it down. Which is really hard since it's on the other side of the image. Maybe I can hold it up to the window and then try to make a... Yeah, that seems to be all on the envelope. Well, cute. And then I should have something to match it on the small one. Nope. Maybe I should use this one. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's use this one. Now that I have glued down all the papers, I am going to cut them to the right size, and then I will hinge every piece of envelope to each other. Go. So this one is left over. Let's get that to the side, and let's start from the bottom and go up. I'm taking out my cutter, and I am cutting. Making sure not to cut into the envelopes so that they don't open on more than one side. That would be not so good. That's one. And I'm going to make notches as well before I hinge them. Yeah, I wanted that way, right? Perfect. That's a cute one. Let's cut this one. And here. And just a hair on that side. So we have an opening up here. No! You see what happened? That's what happens when you cut too close. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. I can use washi tape or something else. I could almost feel that I was taking too much off. So we're gonna find ourselves a solution to that as well. That's why I do live crafting. You can see my mistakes. And here we have an opening. Great. let's do this one. Oh, that's too little. Yes. So I'm really enjoying this. The Use It or Lose It this year, because I'm actually using up stuff in a totally new way. There we go. Oh, right, we had one more. We had one more. Try and get that hair out of it. There we go. All right, we had this one. Yay. So here I'm gonna be, because I want to save this one, I want to save this one. So I think I'm just going to use my scissors for this one, and then I won't have to worry about it. That will go onto another project. Going to the side, and now I can cut, I think. What do I do? What do I do? Looks so crooked. Oh, it is. Let's see what we can do about these pockets now. Getting away that away, and well, let's see what we have here. Let's make the notches, and then we can go on to hinging, right? I still want the notches, just making sure they're open. I want the notches to be at the same place, even though some of them are going to be, facing the other way. Like this one, for instance, the opening will be the other way, but I still want them to, could do both openings this way. That could also be really fun. Let's do it. Let's see, opening and opening. I'm trying really hard not to do any more boo-boos. Quite heavy with 2 envelopes, and those will be hinged that way, those will be hinged that way, and I want to take this one down a bit. I'm going to cut off a piece. See, you can see more on both sides there. This one will go that way, and that one will go up. So I will make them like so. Cute. And this one both upwards. Or should I do one upwards and one sideways? Never mind, I'm just gonna make the notches right now and I can decide when I'm gonna hinge them. There we go. Everything has a notch. Just putting this in my little bin there. And we are going to hinge. Then I'm gonna need my glue paper again. And this glue and my brush. Okay. So let's cut the hinges. As I said, this will be decorated before I put them in a journal. I will probably put a fussy cut or something, or maybe a Tim Holtz paper doll thingy. Is this the right height? Yes, it is. So I'm just gonna cut a strip. Is it the right height for this one as well? Almost. Let's cut another strip. It doesn't matter if they are a bit too high or a bit too, if they go too high. If they're too short that way, it doesn't matter. Or too tall. It doesn't matter. Another one. Well, they are all the same size, so I'm gonna basically the same size, and this one is too wide for B2, so I'm going to, there we go. Excellent. I'm using up even scraps of fabric. This is such a great project, using up all your stuff, and you can vary it endlessly on how you decorate them. If you decorate them, if you do, you could also do if you have the white envelopes like I did, you don't have to cover them up. You can use Tim Holtz collage papers. I could do that. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, now I have to do another one if I have the time. You can do all kind of stuff. You can decoupage with napkins, you name it. So I'm just going to put this here, and then I am going to just put them down, and I'm leaving like a millimeter in the center there, or half a millimeter, so that it can easily fold over. So much fun, so much fun. So I'm also going to double check that my pockets are whole because was it that one that was broken in the bottom? I bet it was. This one is okay. Good. Let's do that one next time, because I have to fix that before I hinge them. If you wonder what the noise is, it's my dog. She's dreaming. She's having a dream. She's probably chasing a cat or something. What do I want to fix this with? Am I going to take another piece of paper? I could do that. It would hardly notice. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So you can use paper, you can use fabric, you can use washi tape, you can use fabric tape, you can use, what's that called? Not painter's tape, masking tape. All kind of things you can use to fix this kind of error. just gently going to cut that down to the right size. And let's see if we have a hole. Yes, we do. Look, it's whole now, not broken. And this one was okay, I hope. So do we want it that way or do we want it that way? Could do almost the same as that one, as that you see both sides through. Which one? Oh, what do I want? Nope, it's going to be that way. Yes, decision made. And once again, I'm going to use the Aleene's Tacky Glue. I watched Kate at Pixie K Designs, ABC something April, and she she did a bit about glue. So that's my son coming home, so I have to glue this down, and then I'm going to pause because he wants to talk to me, I can tell. There we go. I'm going to pause now and I will be right back. And I'm back. Just wanted to say hi. I'm home from school. So let's continue. So this one we glued down, hinged, pretty. And let's do this one with both on this side. So once again we are using the glue pages. Oops. And spreading the glue. Get rid of that thread there. Oh, I need a bit more glue, I think. I think I need more glue here. The threads are sticking to me. Let's use more glue. There we go. Yes, that is perfect. And just trying to get it to let go of my fingers. This one and this one. Perfect. Cute. Now we just have this one left. And let's see. Yeah, I was talking about the glue. Yes, I was watching Kate, Pixie K Designs. She made a video about glue, what glues she was using and what she thinks you need. And I think it was really interesting because it's just like she said. You see someone use something and you, ooh, I have to try that. And you try it and sometimes you're happy you tried it and you find a new favorite, and sometimes you just have another glue bottle that you never use, and that's actually quite interesting. I have done that a few times. I have my favorites now and different glues for different things, and I think she had a point in her reasoning. So let's see, we have this one, cute. We have this side pocket, We have this one, and the first one we made. And I can feel in this one, I have put them too close. It doesn't really flip, or maybe that can be worked up through. So we are going to decorate at least one of them. And I am going to pick something off the floor. I am going to get something to decorate with. What do we need? We need... do we need birds? Do we need flowers? Or should we go with the Tim Holtz people right away? Let's do it. I'm getting my Timmy bins. So I have this one, which is botanical layers. I have my people, paper dolls, and I have the paper ephemera thingies. Oh, this is so cool. You could make that a triple pocket. You could glue that down on 3 sides and put some acetate inside, and you have another one. Well, let's see what we have, shall we? Maybe we can do all 3. And I'm thinking you mainly decorate, or I will mainly decorate the front one. The back one could be decorated, or it could be left undecorated. It's all up to you. I don't think these are the perfect match, but you could make someone peekaboo out of the pocket if you wanted. Or maybe you could put a flower on the front, or a butterfly. Could have a butterfly on the front. And when you open up, you have the rose. That could actually be quite nice. Maybe I want to do that. Big butterfly. Because I bet I don't have... Here's a colored one, but it's small. Just trying to see what I have in here. Birds. I kind of like that one. And maybe a label down here. Could do one of my... I stamped a lot of the Tim Holtz stamps to make into small labels. Could do that one. It's a bit pale though. Let's see what I have. That's an idea. What else do we have? On this one we can fit something bigger back here. You can use one of the... Okay, not that big. That could actually fit. And then when you close it, you just see half the person. That's not good. You could have... You can make that one smaller. That could be fun. I'm just trying to see what I have. If I have any idea about what I could do. Kind of like these guys as well. Too big. It could be back here though. Peekaboo. Nope. Or I could put her on the front. That would be cute, wouldn't it? Just like, ta-da! Doing her dancing. So I might do either her or these girls back here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe she will be better. Or I could see if I find something a bit more. Well, well, well. Here we are again. Maybe I should just leave the Timmy people idea to the side and get this one out instead. I said I would only decorate one, but if I find the right things, I might decorate more. No. When I'm thinking, I get all quiet. Sorry about that. Or maybe I could do that one. Oh, that was pretty. That's lovely. Yes, and then a little label or something behind her. The Paris. No, that's too big. The Paris is too big. Oui, oui. Souvenir. Oh, that's pretty as well. I like the stacked look of that. I am slowly finding things here. You see, I'm getting in the groove. Let's do this. Let's just put this to the side. I feel that this is another one of the long videos I have been making lately. That's also a nice color combination. Where do I want the butterfly? The butterfly just no. Moving away. Doesn't need to be here anymore. I have decided against it once again. Let's see if we can find another label here to put. Let's see. Would like one with a bit of, almost a bit of red, since it's red behind there. It's too big and bold. Now I am faffing, so sorry about that. Let's get something like that then. Maybe just a number. Yes, maybe just a number. You can always add more decoration when you add it into a journal as well. You don't have to decorate them or make them all finished. Yes. So, and that one will be just perfect as it is. I think I like that. And I actually like that one as well. Basic and easy. But I don't mind that. I think it's quite suitable for that particular pocket. Attendance certificate. Is that better than the calendar? Let me know. Yes, I think it is. Thank you all for shouting at your screens. Let's stop this faffing and stick things down, shall we? And now I'm gonna get my ink, because I always have to ink things. And I am going to ink and glue, starting with this one, because that one is just so suitable there. Cute. Yes. And let's take this one. Now I am also using a tiny ephemera that I have a tendency to hoard. And I am using that as well, which is great. Good job, Anna. You did a good job today. Fun project, I think. And lots of lovely pockets to put in your journals. And these can, as I said, either be glued down onto a page, or you can put them around a page, or you can make them into, what's it called, flying pockets? No, not flying. Clipped in pockets, you know what I mean. I can't remember what it's called anymore. You know what I mean, the kind of pockets you don't. Hanging pockets? No, I don't know. It's gone. Gone. Now I am using my art glitter glue to glue the pieces of ephemera down. Just eyeballing. And this one I could have glued down on 3 sides and made it to a tiny pocket as well, but I decided not to. Oh, I love that. Love that one. Lovely colors. Now I feel that I am getting a bit tired. Well, that can't be helped. There we go. Oh, love that. This one I will not decorate now because I want to wait until I find the right journal and see what I have, what theme I have. It could go into a Scottish themed journal, an Outlander journal, or a Christmas journal even. Or a masculine journal. This one can also go into a masculine journal. So that will be it for today. This is a long video. Once again, sorry. When I get going, I really get going. When I get the feel for the project. Like the grunginess of that one. Let me just put this to the side and I can show you what we did today. So we have this pocket. It flips out. You can journal there and it's really cute. We have this one with the Timmy perfect attendance certificate. Cute. We have this one. I absolutely love this one. Type of pocket. We have this one, which turned out really nice as well. And here I did the little mending down here, and it doesn't even show. You can't tell that it's mended unless you know. Since I used the same paper. And we have this one with the rose image. Cute. That's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will be back soon. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment down below what you think of the project. If you haven't subscribed already, I would be really, really thankful if you did. I'm trying to get in the algorithm with YouTube and get my videos shown to more people. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.